Hi and welcome to Old School Blues Guitar. It is time for our acoustic lesson of the month for July and August 2016. This month's lesson is by request and it is for Lightning Hopkins' tune called Airplane Blues. Great song, lots and lots of cool Lightning Hopkins ideas and licks. Great request. And I'm going to start out by showing you the introduction and then we'll go through the verses and what he's playing behind his singing. And then we'll try to figure out the two guitar breaks and the end tag. So this first part of the lesson will cover the introduction. It's in the key of E, and it starts out like this. I think that's pretty close. Again, I don't claim to know all this stuff. I just try to figure it out like you do, and I'm sharing with you what I've got. There's a couple parts where I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Also, when I demonstrate, I may not play it note for note like I have it on the tab, so use the tab to help yourself out. So anyway, he starts out with this really cool slide. More like this. And what he's doing, I think, is got a B, basically a B7th shape. And I'll have this chord diagrammed on the tab if you don't know your B7th. The B is the 5 chord, since the tune is in the key of E. And he's sliding from the 5th string, 2nd fret, to the 7th fret. And it sounds to me like he's keeping that shape and really just kind of strumming the bottom 3 strings, which would be the 5th, 4th, and maybe a little bit of the 3rd. So that first lick. And then he's going to go into this. Which, what I'm hearing is the open 6th string. Just like with all Lightning Hopkins stuff, he's keeping that open 6th thumping bass going and muting it with his right hand palm just a bit. And this lick, he's got his pinky, or I think you can put the pinky on the 7th fret of the 1st string and your first finger on the 5th fret of the 2nd string. And you're going to pick the 1st string twice and the 2nd string once. And it also sounds like when he does that picking, he's really getting both strings. So the whole thing so far. So this leg, just a double stop. I'm going to start out with my ring finger sliding from the 8th to the 9th fret of the 2nd string. And then I put my first finger on the 7th fret of the 1st string. So this is an E double stop. I'm keeping the bass going. So the whole thing from this lick. So it's keeping that going. And he's going to do this lick between the 5th fret of the 2nd string and the 6th fret of the 3rd string. Just real quick. And then this bend, which is a typical Lightning Hopkins bend, bending up on the 8th fret of at the 8th fret of the 2nd string, using my 2nd finger. I don't know which finger he uses, I'm using my 2nd. And then getting the 7th fret of the 1st string, keeping that finger there. And he just does it once. And then he's going to do this really kind of mournful bend on the 2nd string, the 7th fret. He's going to bend it up. And it sounds like he might pull off a little bit. And the whole while he's keeping the bass going. So it's like, let's just do the whole lick. And then he's going to go from the 6th fret of the 3rd string to the 5th fret of the 2nd string, to the 7th fret of the 2nd string, back to the 5th fret of the 2nd string. So that whole lick. And then, so this lick, going from the 4th to the 5th fret on the 2nd string with the 1st string open. Then he's going to go to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, open 2nd string, second fret of the 3rd string, hammer on to the 1st fret of the 3rd string, 2nd fret of the 4th string. So that whole last lick, and we got the bass going still. It sounds to me like he's just got an E chord. 2-finger E, 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 3rd string, 2nd finger getting both the 5th and the 4th strings at the 2nd fret. And he just kind of stays on that chord for a couple beats before he goes into the vocal. So let me play the introduction slowly all the way through. And then he goes into the first verse. This part, I'm not sure if I played that right. I just learned the song myself, so listen to the recording and take a look at the tab. I think I've got it done right on the tab. So let me try it one more time. Go into the song. So there's the introduction for Lightning Hopkins' Airplane Blues to the best of my ability. If you have any questions, comments, ideas, let me know. I'll be back with the next part of the lesson in a moment.